when an estimated 200 people became trapped on the lake.
Once again, we are headed towards record high temperatures today.
Merry Christmas to all of us. Unfortunately, it just doesn't look that way as it's widespread rain around here.
If they call an ice out today, this would tie the 146-year-old record for the earliest ice out ever.
Has been, as Ian points out, a cruel winter for anglers. This video shot by our Skyfox drone is just another reminder of that.
Last season, the winter of 2023, was the winter that never was.
Both got donkeys on.
That's the school we're chasing. They're all big ones.
Yep.
Big crappie. There's a good one. Oh, look at that thing.
That's a big crappie. Seriously, dude, look at the mouth on that thing.
Side. Real big. Real big.
That balloon.
Got him. Yeah, good one.
That's quite big. Real big. Really, really, really big. It's just... Oh God, it's big. Jesus Christ, dude.
Holy.
That one's even bigger, dude.
He's rated. He's in the hole. He's trying. It's giant. Grab it. Enormous. That's big as shit.
On Saturday, November 23rd, we will be having our second Ice Cold Gear event at Thorne Bros in Blaine, Minnesota from 11 to 5. Giesenbroy will be pouring beer, and Thorne will be having show special pricing throughout the store, with some exclusive event special pricing as well. Everyone in attendance will be eligible to win prizes, and Clam has special promotions for you as well. We've got 3 seminars lined up with Griff, Waldo, Clayton Kettering, and Hayes Baldwin chatting with you all afternoon. Temperatures are plummeting, and this will be the perfect place to stock up for your season. We will see you all at Thorne Brothers on Saturday. Now, enjoy the video.
Last year was a record-breaking winter, but for all the wrong reasons if you're an ice fisherman in the upper Midwest. The winter of 2023 was the winter that never was. Barely getting any ice in December, followed by a cruel Christmas gift of pouring rain. On New Year's, instead of ice fishing and downhill skiing, people are wake surfing and jet skiing on Lake Minnetonka just because they can. From January 11th to January 18th, Minnesota finally receives sub-zero temperatures. A sheet of ice forms 10 inches in 1 week, and this is where our story begins.
All right, welcome back to the Twin Cities metro area. Today is Wednesday, January 17th.
Yep.
and it is approximately 1 month later than we thought we were actually going to get on the ice when we were planning this year.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. Good to be back. Like, I checked it a week ago, and there was about an inch out here, and
now we got 8 to 12, and we're driving our Polarises around.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it happened.
It happened quick. You guys have seen us go up to Ottertail. We went out to western Minnesota. We've done a bunch of different things to start this year. The rest of this time in the Metro, we're done with meet runs. We're looking for our 18. We're looking for a really, really big one. So hopefully in the process, we'll show you guys some 13s, 14s, 15s, 16, you name it. But we're going for that one we've been chasing for 4 years. We've been really excited to do this, and we got a good time frame to do it now. So we're out on a lake that we have a little bit of history with, mainly fun fishing, to be honest. We haven't filmed a good video out here, and it hasn't been good in a while. But before everything opened back up, Griff got out here for a little bit, and it looked promising. So today we're going to look around a little bit, see what's going on, and we might hop to some backwaters to test those too, because we don't really know what the setup of everything is yet. But we're going to put the Mega Lab down and try to go chase down a big one.
Early ice round 2, let's do it.
Yeah, round 2. Right here. They didn't hate me. I'm marking. It's a crappie. All right, first one. Just a little guy, like an 8-9 incher. And that is a 1/8 ounce pinhead. Destroyed. Get him back. Get back down there. Griff said there's a bunch more there, but a lot of people think that a 1/8 is too big for crappies, and it is absolutely not. It is a great size for crappies because you can get down there quick, and the whole thing with the pinhead minnow is getting them to react.
Oh my God. Mother load.
Mother load?
I mean, wow. Anywhere over there.
Distance?
25 to 70.
Not that big. All right, another one on the pinhead. These fish are chasing around these big balls of shiners right now, so we're trying to keep up to them. They don't seem to mind us that much, which is the good news, but they're so interested in the bait. I think it might be a little hard to chase them around because shiners move pretty fast.
And then they come back right as I say it.
Oh, that was a real big one. Wow. Oh, maybe coming back. Yep. I don't know how big he is. Not that big. Different one came in and crushed it. But look at that, guys. That's, like we said, that's a 1/8 ounce pinhead. Like, everyone grabs 1/32. They're super small jigs. And when crappies are fired up, the best thing to do is use a big bait and get on them fast. And that's like your perfect eater for the most part, like a 9-10 incher. But 1/8 ounce white wonder bread pinhead and choked. So the school's starting to work back through now. They left me and now they're coming back. I don't know if it's a different school or the same school.
Oh, I'm marking. Somebody activated. Oh, they did not like when you cut. I snagged him. Nice one though. My first one of the day after 2 pike in a row. So we'll take it. At least this one doesn't stink. Probably like a nice 10.5 inches.
I mean, that's a super cool GoPro clip. That's what they're chasing. That's the bait ball, that's the crappies. I think they're just following those bait balls, dude.
Another one.
Okay, so a little bit of an update. It's been probably about 30-45 minutes we've been out here. Like we said, we kind of ran into, there's a lot of bait balls out here this year, which is kind of abnormal. I've never seen this much bait. But what we're finding is it's kind of a new problem for us. Typically, we go chase them down, we drill, they don't like that, and then they freak out. These fish are cool with us walking to them, cool with us drilling, cool with us dropping a bait on them. And the moment we catch one fish, the whole school spooks. And what we think it is because they're so related to bait right now, that when we set the hook on that fish, the bait school blows up, so then all the fish blow up with it. So we just kind of blew up this area a bit, caught a few, so we're just gonna keep moving and looking for more. There's definitely some bigger fish in the area. That's what we're looking for. So, and they're very actively eating right now, so it's a good situation. Just gotta drill more holes. There's a nice one. Boom. We finally landed on a school of bigger fish. I just dumped a great big one, I think, but that's a real nice one. Gonna get back down. Like we said, the name of the game with pinheads is make them react. So we got a big bait down. Just going quick. I think Griff just broke one off and I just lost one, so that's great.
Whites. You know what that means. We are in the right school. He may not be big, but his friends are.
That's why.
Pickerel!
Griff got the crappie, I got the pickerel now. Seems to be a group of 15-inch pike roaming around with these crappies, which is super exciting.
We'll be close to 13 with that one, huh? Stud. Beautiful fish. Little thick girl. Shiner eater right there. Yeah, so just popped a first nice one of the day. Probably close to 13, but we're not going to keep her out very long. It's pretty cold out here, so off she goes. Keep them fins from freezing and get them back as fast as you can when it's this cold, because they'll hurt them by freezing their fins in their eyes, and you don't know what happens to them when you release them. So just try to get them back as fast as you can, and yeah, help keep the resource here. Jesus. Oh, too many things. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm using the flash minnow. So we're chasing these fish that are chasing shiner minnows. So we figured the flash minnow would be the deal. And we went up to the 1A size, and these fish are absolutely gutting this thing. So there's still a few left at Thorne if you guys want to get them. Stop in there before they're all gone. You can see the bite from 40 feet away. Oh, they're solid fish, though.
Nice one. God, the average out here this year is extraordinary. Very good. It's another nice one. It's a black, maybe a hybrid, but good looking crappie. Pinhead minnow doing work. Gonna keep looking for a bigger one. Like we said, we've been smashing them on the Pinhead minnow today. The Pinhead, I know the craze is a Tikka Flash right now, and it's a good bait, but Pinhead, staple crappie bait. It's so good. We're using the 1/8 ounce today. They're aggressive, and we really like using the biggest we can. And Pink's Chronicle is one of our favorites for working these big 1/8 ounce pinheads. It's a great rod, very versatile rod. And then I think Griff's using the OG Waldo's Chronicle, and the only difference between that one and the one we have out right now is a few inches in length. So you can get those at Thorne Brothers. They're still available now. It's an awesome pinhead rod, and it'll double as a Tikka Flash rod as well. Looks like this group did when they were
further out. Are you sponsoring that? I mean, in all of them. It don't matter if they're this big or really big. They're just in their stomach. Yeah, they're definitely nicer over here.
I am. That's a nice one. We've said it, but it is unbelievable how hard they are choking this pinhead. Like we've said so many times, 1/8, it's not too big. Just think of it, that's the size of the minnows that a lot of people put on their dead sticks. It's actually probably even smaller than that. But that's another nice one, 11-incher probably. Would be a good eater, but we don't need to keep, so.
Yeah, Bart's throwing one back, I'm throwing one back. He's biting really good today.
Another one. Huh. Yeah, that's why the backwaters will be nice too, because it should be calmer there. So it's about noon right now. I think we've done a pretty good sampling of this lake.
Cracked them pretty good.
Caught them good. It's just a little tough to get on the big ones right now because they are so chasing the shiners.
Yeah.
Catch a couple and then they're out. So the thing is, with this second first ice, we need to go recheck backwaters that we haven't been on in weeks or a month. So we're gonna go hop to some backwaters and survey those, and hopefully we can close this thing out with a bang and a couple big ones. But sure. Second first ice, so we're testing everything out. It's nice to be back within 60 miles though. So let's get in the trucks and go do our thing.
Let's do it. So a little update here, we switched locations. We were on the lake checking it out, and we wanted to kind of see what the backwaters did after this refreeze, so we stopped by Backwater real quick to check it out. Bart went up to Thorne and got us some goodies, so I'm going to throw on the rattling PT spoon, see how that goes. Bart's throwing on, what is the minnow head on a tungsten jig, and we're going to see what happens, see how these fish are reacting compared to when we were out here earlier this year. So
the good news is the brush piles floated to the top, so
yes, so
no brush piles
so
anymore.
we'll see how that goes. But we're going to get after it here, and hopefully we show you some big ones.
That didn't take long. Just got here, dropped down, white crappie. We're back on the same program as when we were here 2 videos ago. Same size. The good news is I'm marking 4 of them and the rest of them don't want it, so. Ooh, there's a big one. There's a nice white. God, look at how fat he is. All right, we're already on a better train than last time. And once again, that 1/8 ounce pinhead engulfed. Engulfed, it is gone. Boom, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful white crappie. Look at how tall that thing is. Normally a lot longer and lean than that. This thing is built like a horse. All right, let's get another one. Good news is I'm marking more.
Got him. Yes. And he gutted it.
White crappie. Been the name of the game so far this year. Still looking for one of our friends. My drag's a little loose. All right, I just switched to pink because Griff did, and he caught some fish, and I was getting denied. First fish I marked, ate it, so worked out pretty good. My drag was a little loose, quite evidently, but on the board with pink now. So we'll see if that's a ticket. I marked probably 20 fish that didn't eat. Yeah, that's for all you guys, you know, pissed about squeaky reels there. There's some nice drag sound for you. Maybe you'll like that more.
There we go. We got a little better one. Rattling PT spoon, pink Wonder Bread, painted treble. Beautiful little bait. Rattle in there. Get this girl back so she don't freeze.
Black crappie had a little mixture going on. This one was very suspended. He's up like, you done? Okay. He was like 3 feet down probably. There's a nice one. That's a real nice white. Got a little stuck, the hole froze half over. He got stuck in it. It's a good one. Switch to that pink Wonder Bread drop kick, or pinhead I should say, and getting a few more bites now because of it, but they're still being a little weird. Now I'm gonna freshen up that hole so we don't have an issue later. There's a nice one. Look at that thing. I got another one sitting down there waiting for me. Oh, he's gone. Just popped that one. So that's another nice white crappie, probably around that 12 1/4, 12 1/2 range. Here back. It's nice and cold out today, so we don't want to keep them out too long, but we just got out here, 30, 45 minutes ago. Been catching some steady fish. They're steadily getting a little bigger, which is promising. And yeah, these backwaters, the fun part of them, it's all exploratory. You really never know what's beneath you, but this place, it's a floodplain lake. It flooded again this year. We got new fish in here and seen some horses. Griff caught some 15s earlier this year here, and he said he thinks the top end potential is there, so we're hoping to really see what this place has got today. Wow, I have a lot of fish under me right now.
White crappie. There's some though in that school that are fucking ridiculous looking. Like, yeah, like twice the size of every mark around them. That's a feisty one. Pretty solid fish. Nothing huge, but solid. Pretty. There's a weird color on this one. Feel the yellowish. There's a hue to it.
Sounds bigger. Nice white. Gotten somewhat tough, but seems like they might be starting to show themselves up a little bit again. We drilled a bunch more holes, and I think that commotion kind of got them a little freaked out. But now we got plenty of holes drilled. Spool opened up. It's a nice one too. Yeah, they're starting. I got another one down there right now. I'm definitely starting to mark more of them. It's a nice one. We're back to the pink pinhead. That time, yeah, reel was a little froze up, and yeah, my spool opened up on the hook set there. I thought I broke off. I was really confused. I was confused for a second. I was like, did I, like, what? Clouds rolled in, fish shut off.
And it's chilly.
And it's cold. We're pretty cold. It's like, I think the high today was about 8 degrees. We've been outside all day catching fish. It's been a lot of fun. However, I have no idea what video you're going to see this footage in or where it'll be. So the exciting thing now is we're back within 60 miles of Minneapolis. We're looking for giant crappies. And like we said, every video we're putting out now, there's going to be big ones. So we haven't got one yet. So
yeah, each place we go to is going to have the potential for that 18-incher, so
yeah,
we're not fishing anything that doesn't have it.
No. So if this video goes longer, which it should at this point, I'd assume there's a pretty big fish after, so enjoy it. And I have no idea where it's going to come from. I don't know what'll happen. Yeah, it should be some big ones, but yeah, good to get the year started again, and we got some really good weather coming up and some good opportunities. So now we're going to go thaw.
Yes.
When it's the day you just know. You get to that body of water and things just feel right. Things click, fish aren't moving around like crazy, they're staying still, and they're biting.
And now we revisit a story you've already been told. One of the best days of fishing of their entire lives. Crappies up to 3 pounds, 5 fish over 16 inches. All of this solidifying staying home was the right decision. The only problem, the long-term forecast is calling for another warming trend, meaning these next 10 days could be the final days of the ice fishing season. With time and ice working against them, the crew spreads out to scout individually, with Bart and cameraman Logan tackling a Winterkill lake that could be boom or bust.
Got her tucked away. All right, folks, we are doing a little scouting mission and product testing today. But yesterday we smashed all those real big ones. Now we got Logan strapped up with a GoPro. Logan is one of us now, so we're gonna go look around. We got a new lake that we think there's real big ones in, and we know nothing about it, so time to get after it. All right, we're gonna start looking in the middle of the basin. Now they look little. I'm gonna come to your hole. We're gonna go look a bit further away. Because like when I went and got my Vex, there's a school of fish like 15 feet behind you that had big fish. Like there were some of the little ones mixed in, but there were a couple fireballs.
All right, so we're just poking around right now, trying to figure out what species are in here, what's going on, because there's not a lot of data on this place. They're at 40. So we're just trying to get a sampling of what's in here. Baby largemouth?
Baby largie. There's a school of baby largie. He just came up and choked it.
Did they hate me? Bluegill. Testing out a new bait. That's a bait you cannot see yet. Largie. Baby largemouth. Not it. Do you think we drill on them or just keep looking for more? No. I agree. Someone's calling me. What's up?
How's it going?
Good. We just got out here. We're looking around.
Does it feel fishy?
There's fish everywhere. I mean, we've only drilled probably 10 holes. We just caught 2 like 12-inch largemouth and a bluegill. It's not like you point the live around and you're like, oh, that's it, you know.
How's water clarity?
It's fairly dirty, I would say, right, Logan? It's probably similar to where we were yesterday. There's a couple neck downs and stuff. I think we're gonna go over there and look. All right, we're gonna keep looking around.
Sounds good. Good luck.
There's some fish down there too. We'll go over that way. Yeah, that's this way. Okay. One of us is gonna fall today, guaranteed. So all we're doing is driving around the lake. This lake is shallow. It's only like 10, 11 feet, and we're just looking for life. That's all we are doing.
He's at like 22, but he's on the bottom over here. Yeah, you're gonna be about right on him. It might be just a sliver off, but oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Oh, it's a pike. Dude, he ate that on the fall.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Bigger. Whatever this is.
Oh, it's a largie. Big largie. Just big enough to get the heart pumping well.
Yeah.
Not everything dies off in here.
That's a good one.
That's a nice
That's a
largie.
pretty one.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that got me excited there for a minute.
Oh, these are suspended too. Ooh. That was really big. That was very big. Where'd they go? Are they still here?
They're stacked. This is right behind you.
Just keep it on to mask noise. Keep it on to mask noise, because they're used to it right now. Crappie. We found one. He crushed this. There was a lot of them. Is there more? And I just lost one and it felt huge, but we just found a school of fish that seems way better. Okay, because those two I hooked did not hesitate. Like, I dropped it and they were like on.
There's a crappie. It's a good one. And a bait you guys can't see, new bait. Get him back, there's more down there.
Crappie. Yep, nice one. Another nice one. Oh, it's built like a brick too. Logan just caught one, I just caught one. They're built good, really good build. That's what we want to see in a lake. Like we said, we've never been here. There's not a lot of surveys. Just looks right, and it's a Winterkill lake. We've been looking around all day and not finding what we're looking for. We got to this area, which we drove by earlier and looked, and it didn't look good, and now there's fish.
Like 12?
Yeah, mine was like 10 or 11. I want to know what the one
That was a big one. This is a smaller one here. There's another one. Choke that bait. These fish are not hesitating at all to eat. So we're gonna get back down there and get as many as we can and see if we can get a big one. I've marked a couple of nice ones, so. Girl from you to like
big crappie. There's a good one. Oh, look at that thing. All right, this guy absolutely throttled this pinhead. We're just, like we said, there's just not a lot. Look at how big his fins are. God, he's just built. If we got a 17 or 18 out here, well over 3 pounds, maybe pushing 4. Get this guy back, he's probably close to 13. Big one.
this is big. Whatever if it's a bass or a crappie or a pike, it's big.
He's got something.
This is big. I'm guessing it's a bass. If it's a crappie, it's huge.
This is how the ones yesterday fought.
I hope it is. I mean, I hope it is, but I like that line popping.
Largy.
Big largy.
Giant largy.
Oh my god.
Holy cow.
That thing's giant.
Look at the belly.
Wow. That's a big one. Holy smokes. Wow. That's big. That's one you want for a tournament.
Yeah. Not quite the crappies we're after.
No.
Dang. Nice to see that. That means this place isn't winter killing. So.
Yeah. Wow. That's big. That's sweet. That's a gangster.
So Logan and I have been out now for about 4 hours on this place, and it's not very big and very shallow. It's a Winterkill lake, and we've been driving in circles on the Polarises, and we haven't seen anything on live other than little bluegills, and we're like, this is getting really lame, and we're like, well, we're out here till sunset, so we might as well keep driving around. Suddenly we dropped one hole, turned, and we're like, oh, those are suspended, and we popped those crappies you guys saw and a couple big bass. But now everything is raised off the bottom. Like, there's something going on. It's about 4 o'clock now. It happened at about 3:30. We got about 2 hours of light, or hour and a half of light left. So we need to just burn around as fast as we can and see what's going on, because the 11 to like that 113-ish I caught, they're built very, very, very well. So we need to see if this place can grow them a little bit bigger, because I think it can. So hopefully we can pop like a 15 or 16, 17, 18, I don't know, but we're gonna go get to work.
Bluegill. Crappie. That one's not built the same. It's still brick. Ooh, sorry, buddy. They're so aggressive.
Just ate it instantly.
Nice crappie. That's another nice one. All right, so we're starting to find them. We know what they look like. I don't know if it's a time of day thing because we were not seeing this earlier today when we were looking around. Like, that was not a thing.
Yo.
Fun day though. Gotta explore. We didn't even really get out until, I mean, much later than I expected, but that's okay. I think we both needed sleep.
They had it up on the web.
There you go.
So our strategy for this whole Metro comeback season kind of thing, we kind of discussed it and we decided to change everything. So we're splitting up. I mean, you're probably going to see some of that, or maybe you already have.
In order for us to do this, we have to cover new water, we have to cover old water, we have to see what's going on because we weren't here last year.
And we're really trying to get the best bite absolutely dialed in. And the best way to do that is for all of us to split up.
So right now, we are not only breaking down bodies of water we know, we're trying to break down new bodies of water.
But yeah, it's kind of been fun. It's went from a full season of ice fishing to a 2-week grind of straight up every day being on the ice.
It's hard to put into words like the panic mode of running out of time. And that's what it feels like we're doing right now, even though we're in the middle of ice season. It just feels like it's slipping away and we have too many options that are too good to not be in, you know, multiple places at one time.
The crew decides to roll the dice on a Winterkill lake after a semi-successful scouting mission. The benefits being high growth rates and fish that feed like there's no tomorrow, because there could be no tomorrow.
Alrighty, we are out here. Oh, Griff's hooked up. Look at that. We'll see what we got. It's probably a bluegill. Oh, it actually seems sizable. Filming our intro out here. Largemouth or crappie? I hope it's a crappie. It's a crappie. Look at that.
Heck yeah, that didn't take long.
Yeah, all right. Griff, do our intro.
Good scouting mission, by the way. Bart came out here the other day checking the lake out, and yeah, just popped this one. Been out here for maybe, well, we drilled 2 holes. Dropped live, seen fish.
Like I told you, though, they're built.
One. Yeah, they're built. I mean, that's, what, like maybe 11.5?
Yeah.
And just a tank. Get her back. No more meat runs, so yeah, we're gonna, that got me excited, Bart.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't take long. You said you kind of, well, you were scouting, but you said you didn't catch really that many, but the potential was here, and that took a whole 5 minutes, so. And we've seen them all over the place on live, so just keep at it. Hopefully get Big Mama, because we think she's in here. You know, come in and that. Got that one. Big crappie.
Big crappie?
Oh, big crappie.
There you go.
See? They're in there. They just got to get them to come in, you know?
You just got to get away from the bluegills. Aren't they
Yeah,
pretty?
nice solid one. Yeah, they got sort of green to them. Hi, friend. That's because they're in that mode, you know what I mean? Like,
You want to try over here, there's a group of like really big.
get the bluegill. Don't flip him.
Crappie! That's a nice one. We just drilled that grid of holes. God, they're spunky. Stop it. We just drilled that grid of holes and we're just working back through them now. Caught a few bass. and just popped a nice crappie. Came in and smoked it just like we were talking about, but even these like 11-inch eaters are just built so good. Get him back down. We don't need to keep anymore, and he is angry. And he took my Mackie plastic, so I got to put a new one on. Just using a drop kick with a Mackie. I think Griff's using the same thing. Biggest thing is avoiding the bluegills.
Jesus Christ. He's got some good head shakes to it. It's a donkey. All right, just popped this guy. Haven't even measured it yet. Let's do that real quick and I'll explain to you guys what we're doing out here. 13 1/4. But just a beefcake. So, I mean, look at the build on these guys. Just absolutely, just tall, thick, all the way to the tail too. Bye, girl. All right, so what me and Bart are doing is, there's kind of a little basin on that. We're on the edge of a basin on a kind of a flat, and what we're doing is we found the bass, crappies, and the bluegills are all rolling together. It's just big schools of all of them. And so if you drop down to the bottom, you're going to catch your bluegills and your bass, but we've been staying like 3-4 feet up off the bottom, and all of a sudden a mark will just fly in and hammer you. Like there's no hesitation, and you know what it is right away, crappie. And that's the 4th one we've caught. So we were kind of, Bart came out here and scouted the other day and caught a few crappies, but he didn't know like what the extent of how many were in the kind of in here. So we kind of just drilled out this area. We found fish from here to about 100 yards that way. And there's crappies just mixed in. So I think we just got to kind of hole hop through these schools, and when you get a crappie to come in, you just got to take advantage of the bite. And because I don't think there's a ton of crappies, I think they're just intermixed. I think the population on this lake is a low density lake, so, but obviously it's got big ones. So let's see if we can get a real giant. We'll keep at it. Another good one. All right, second good one of the day. So we're not going to measure this one. It's about the same size as the other one. Maybe, I think it's just a little bit smaller. So this is probably 13, 12 3/4. But man, they're just built out here. Just beautiful fish. Super dark green. Beautiful colors. Thanks for playing. All right, yeah, kind of the same routine we were doing. Just kind of drilled out a grid because we found all the fish wanted to be in this area. And we're just hole hopping, kind of old school. It's kind of fun. You never know what hole is going to be good, but all of a sudden you find a hole that they just start coming through, and it'll be kind of some bass, some bluegills, and all of a sudden you just get this missile that flies in there and hammers you. Like you don't even like react fast enough. Like you're like, oh, what? You know, all of a sudden there's just this huge mark on your jig, and you're like, okay, I'll set the hook now. But yeah, I think we kind of got it pinned down to where we want to be, but I think like the next hour or so is supposed to kind of, because you said what, 3:30 was your
like 3:30 it's like everything came to life.
Yeah,
and obviously it's cloudy today, so
right, and everything's kind of coming to life already, like the bluegills and the bass, and obviously the crappies have been aggressive the whole time when you get one, but the crappies and the bluegill, the bass and the bluegills have definitely started heating up. So we'll just keep at it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like I'd say
ooh, there we go. Finally got a hot hole here. I've got two pretty solid ones out of here. This one's probably 12 3/4. This one's a little smaller. Doesn't really have the same height as those other ones, so I'm guessing it's just a little shorter, that's why. But yeah, I mean, it's just jig hard as you can, and they just come flying in, man. I mean, they're just there. It's the vapor trail that you when you say that word, that's what you think of. It's just, oh.
We have a hoodie that says that. You're actually wearing it.
I'm wearing it. But yeah, you barely even see this vapor trail. It's just a green line just flying as fast as it can up to you, and then it just goes boom, big, and it's on. You got it already. So super fun day, but hopefully we can hook into a real big one.
We're just getting to 3:30, and that's when it came to life for me.
And they're literally coming to life now. Like in the last half hour, things have really gotten fired up. So yeah, we're just gonna keep at it. I gotta put another plastic on. That one actually stole my Mackie. And but yeah, it's just jig as hard as you can, and they just come flying in and they smash it.
Griff's been kicking my butt on white, so I just retied. I put on a white drop kick with that minnow heads, and then white Wonderbread Pinhead Pro.
Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Ooh. Same size as those other ones. Got another nice one here. Wasn't even paying attention. All of a sudden I felt my rod getting pulled down. I was like, should probably set the hook now. Oh, yeah, beautiful fish. Probably another 13-incher. A lot of those in here. I want to see what a bigger one looks like because they're built.
There's a nice crappie. There's a nice one. That's on that white drop kick and minnow heads that I just tied on. God, look at how they're built. They're so pretty. It's probably only like an 11-incher. Just brick though. Like Griff said, I would love to see what a really big one looks like in here. The population's definitely lower density, but we're seeing there's more here than I expected after scouting, which is good because Logan and I did not catch very many. We had that one little hot flurry. So this prolonged bite is nice to see. Hopefully we'll be able to capitalize on a real big one.
Another crappie. Just a smaller one, probably 11-incher. But man, are they aggressive. They just come flying in there. So fun. And the weeds are a little taller over here.
Exactly what I thought you were. Bluegill. It's a nicer one for today, but not the big crappie we're looking for. Go back down. Go back down. There you go.
Got one?
And someone's calling me right now. Nice crappie. It's another one around that same size, that 12 to 13-inch mark. Just look at how they're built though. Like Griff said, I would really like to see one over 15, 14 or something like that out of here. It's got to be big. Get that one back. That guy came out of nowhere. I have a feeling I know what he is. Yep, another crappie. This one's a little bit smaller, but good sign. Crappies are real active. Came back right away. He's still pissed off. Didn't even realize he was caught. That was so quick. Still looking for that big one though. And he's like, what just happened? Came in, ate a minnow, out of the water. Now I'm back. Ooh. Oh, it's a gill. I did not think that's what that would be. It's a nice gill though. Gills are getting more active, crappies are getting more active, everything's kind of starting to happen. We're getting to about 4 o'clock at that last hour of light bite. There's a nice crappie. There's a couple of them down there. Yeah, it just flew out of the hole. It's a nice one. Look at how, we've talked about it, but look at how well they're built. Beautiful fish, probably like 12.5 or so. Not the one we're looking for, but very nice fish. There was like 4 of them that came up. Yeah. As in like, can't get him to bite.
Another solid one. Just flew up there and ate that thing. Probably another 13-incher. Just a stud fish. See you later. There you go.
Crappie. Thought it was bigger originally. Got a lot of spunk. It's one of the smaller ones of the day, to be honest. He was. He had a lot of heart. A lot of heart.
Nice slabber. Another solid one. Just choking that thing. It's probably 12.5, 13. That one back. It was just feisty. You just come up the fucking hole. There's a good one. The build on that guy. Yeah, so I just got this one. I think this one's the biggest of the day. I mean, if he's not, he's the most built one of the day. 12.5. Just, I mean, look at the build on this thing. That looks like a river fish, and we're not on a river. But let's get her back. Thank you. Yeah, so we've had like a very short time this winter to film all this stuff and do what we do, and so we've been doing a lot of like splitting up scouting, taking people with us and, you know, buddies, and having them help us kind of just, it's been a grind. So we got to get out there and kind of like maximize what we can do. And so we're all, you know, we all got our own GoPros now, so we're out there scouting different lakes, kind of, you know, talking with each other, figuring out the plan. And Bart actually been talking about this lake, and it's a lake that frequently winter kills, but Bart's been talking about it, and we finally came out here. He did a little scouting on it, you know, just a little sample, and then me and Bart came back, and we've whacked them pretty good. I mean, we got some really nice fish, but no giants, you know, 13-inchers, but yeah, so it's interesting. This lake, you know, we didn't know what was in here, so came out here, checked it out, and yeah, they're here. So now we just need that really big one.
Oh boy, the real little crappies moved in. Who knew? Look at how beautiful that little guy is.
Ooh, what are, oh, never mind. Oh, I got something big coming in. Here we go.
Well, I think we'll call it on that.
That felt so right, too.
I know. I saw your rod and stuff and I was like, it's fighting right.
Well, yeah, and it came up right, too. Like, just flew in there and just boom! And I'm like, all right, cool. This is her, dude.
Look at that, Griff and Bart with a successful trip, catching more fish than they anticipated, and quality ones at that too. However, with limited time, they don't feel like they can gamble the rest of their ice fishing season on this body of water. We're a week into this venture, and you might be wondering, where is this going? Time is running out, ice is deteriorating, and as we've seen from this crew before, Griff and Pink go one way, and Bart and Waldo go another.
Okay, welcome back. Another day. Today is the 26th. I think today's Friday. It's all starting to mesh together pretty hard. And today we're exploring again. Don't have a lot of experience out here. Surveys. Basically, it's a bang or bust lake. It's either going to be huge or really little. We've been out here once before, kind of messing around. And I don't know if we've caught a crappie out here over 10 inches. So we're gonna see. We're gonna try to figure them out. Obviously, it's foggy, cloudy, not a lot of wind. Ice is starting to get a little soft, but still pretty good right now. We got the machines out, and the plan is to break down as much water as we can.
Beautiful white. You like the white crappies? Yeah. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Beautiful little white crappie right there. It's a nice one too. We're gonna get her back. Whoop. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. So that one absolutely just freight trained me. I'm using a Drop XL, the 5mm, the big one, with a black Mackie. It's a red glow Drop XL. Went for a little bit of contrast. That color pattern seemed to be working really well when we were up in Ottertail. So I decided just to tie it on and give her a try and see how it goes. And that one absolutely, I hardly even marked them. We're in 8 foot of water right now, and it came in so fast that it just, I mean, all I had was slack in my line and my rod started bending. I didn't even feel or see anything.
I know, I'm
Lifted up fast. Yep, you were already on.
I was. He ate it on the fall. Bring a rod over. There's one. Little guy, get him back. I'm marking more. It wasn't as big as the first one that came on.
The first one that came up was huge.
They look good.
Are they still there?
They're right, I mean, if they're not here, they're right next to me because they just left. So we looked around this area a little bit. We found a few pods of fish. Maybe some bigger ones mixed in, but it ain't quite right yet. However, we're finding life. We're finding it pretty shallow. Less than 10 feet as of right now, but we just grabbed the machines again. This is a pretty featureless lake, so the biggest thing you have to do on these places is cover water. So that's kind of our goal right now. We got a bunch, like we said, we got cloud cover. Hopefully that holds on and it stays pretty dark because this water's a lot clearer than I remember it being. So we definitely want cloud cover. But we're just gonna hop around and keep looking for life, using Mega Live to our advantage. Like I said, this lake does not have a high number of large, above average fish. So we just need to find, normally there's one area that those bigger ones like to hang out. So we need to figure out what that area is.
Yep.
Tell you what, the white crappies are aggressive. Holy smokes. You can come fish it, because I don't know how I'm gonna get this thing. Oh, I got it. They're in the other hole. Those white crappies are aggressive though. Holy cow. With the white crappie.
Not sitting still. There's just a bunch of big fish in this area. It could be one of those things.
Little white crap or black crappie. Wow. Yeah, look at that. They do exist in here. All right, see ya. So do we want to look around more?
I got a feeling we should go to... We definitely gave this way more of an honest try than last time.
Okay, so we are currently switching lakes. Caught a bunch of little ones this morning, but like I said, the whole point of us coming home and doubling down and everything we did was to catch an 18 on camera. So
Got him. Yeah. Not very big, but good one.
There we go.
That's a nice one.
There.
That one absolutely torqued. Absolutely torqued a Jamie XL white with a Glow XL drop jig. I went with a drop jig just so I could get a bigger hook. But yeah, absolutely stuck him. It's a beautiful fish. Not big enough to bump, but beautiful fish. I mean, he's got some really pretty iridescent colors in him, but I'm gonna let this guy go. Beautiful. But yeah, went to a big white bait, and you're right, he was on the bottom of the school. And I just saw my rod tip just...
There was a couple more down.
Yeah, I just saw the rod tip drop, and they're all gone. But that's how it works sometimes. But yeah, that was definitely a fun fish. And that was on the Waldo Chronicle. That was awesome. We're gonna keep bebopping around and try to see if we can dial it in. There's definitely been a lot of people out here, but looks like they left a few behind. So we're gonna try to find some bigger ones. In this area we know there are big ones, but we'll have to see how it goes. I think we're just gonna keep working this inside turn and hopefully get on a giant for you guys.
how far down are they? How's that one?
Not bad.
Crappie.
We're 1 week into our 2-week ice season, and a lot of fish have been caught, but the timing is just off. Frustration is mounting, but this is the name of the game. Spirits are down, but one bite can change everything. There's a need to recalibrate and revisit these bodies of water. And you will see exactly how these guys do that on the next episode of the Crappie Chronicles.